Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
La formazione del Milan, il numero 7, Javier Zanetti, il numero 6, Vieira, il numero 4, Wilshere, il numero 18, Van Nistelrooy.
There's the whistle. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Yeah, Jorginho, the kind of player that can pass a team to death. At first, a lot of his passes seem a little safe and conservative, but they all serve a bigger purpose, slowly shifting the opposition from side to side. Once there is that little bit of space to work in, then the killer instinct usually kicks in, and he's able to deliver that decisive pass.
And a chance! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Jorginho. He's looking wide. Can he get on the end of this? Back when it goes. Van Nistelrooy. And the counter-attack is on for Milan. And this is Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Emerson. Luis Araujo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Emerson Royal. Wilshere.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Rafinha. He's picked... Rafinha! And that would have been some goal.
Rafinha can really show some outlandish skills, which is always welcome and obviously refreshing.
Lino. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's out for a goal kick.
Lino. And Emerson Royal. Jorginho, played out towards the right wing, gets into some space. Very nicely done. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, important interception. Rafinha. Can he spark a counter here? And Tomori. Now he's off and running. Oh, they could break here. Emerson. Knocks it out wide. Knocks it into space. Wilshere. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Maradona. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And it's Maradona. Luis Araujo. That's a promising run he's making on the right. And it's Emerson Royal. Oh, well played. Fiore.
This is the time you need that pace.
Oh, that's a key interception. Maradona is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Lino. Over to the left. Out towards the flank. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Played out wide. Lino. Well timed, excellent interception. That's a sharp pass. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, good spread. And it's Emerson Royal. Vieira. Wilshere did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Maradona with the short one. And this is Wilshere. He's in a great... And the shot! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Lino gets good distance on it.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Passes short and sharp. Looking here to chip it through. Big chance! And the first half is done. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How would you review the first half?
Milan really have looked very good in transitions, so I'll be expecting more of the same in this second half. They just need to remain patient and just wait for that chance to break again.
Milan happy to have the lead in a tight old game. Half-time, 1-0. There's the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Chips it through. Jorginho. Lino. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Tomori. Vieira can so cleverly bypass the press. And the flag has stayed down. Fiore. Oh, that's nice. And he's in on, and he shoots! He scores! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. Oh, that is a sweet finish, gorgeously controlled and ruthlessly dispatched.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
And it's Lino. Pinches it off him. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Cross from Rafi. Terrific header! Oh, it's come off the upright. Skim tries a shot! Cleared without complication.
Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Pass somewhat off target. So what can they make of this? Wilshere. And it's Vieira. Out to the left it goes. Looking for options for movement. Jorginho.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield, not a trickle.
And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Flamengo choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Tries a measured ball. Koundé gets it clear. Lino. Looking to play him in. Everton gets into a good position. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Maradona. Now Fiore. Vieira. Rafinha powering forward here. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now this could be a chance, and it's Emerson Royal. Let's a look and place it forward. And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Shevchenko. That looks a good ball through. And Van Nistelrooy! They want to be quick to recover this. A whisker away from making it 4.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Attenzione, un cambio.
Final checks on the touchline. A change about to occur. And he's managed to get rid. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. The message is clear, none shall pass. And he's worked it through. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Now it's Everton. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Rafinha. And here's Maradona. Lobbed in behind. Milan can make their change now with a break in play. A warm ovation on his way off, and that is the least he deserves.
I think he's put in a good shift, and their fans appreciate that. I think he can feel pretty happy with the contribution he's made.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 14. Viene sostituito con il numero 17.
Into the last 5 minutes. Everton. Lino. Nice control. Out towards the flank. Shoots! And that is wildly off target.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 15.
Milan
numero
making
20.
consecutive changes here.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 11. Neymar. Il numero 21. Filippo Inzaghi.
Lookman. Great skill, that's
Il quarto
nice.
uomo indica 4 minuti di
Wilshere.
recupero.
There will be 4 extra minutes.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Lino. Ah, that's a fine interception. Filippo Inzaghi. Ball's played through.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Real chance! And that is as far as it goes. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
Grazie.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
Sao Paulo, of course, one of the best supported sides in Brazil, in the whole of Latin America. The Morumbis, the ultimate shrine, where 66,000 or so congregate week in, week out.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
Yeah, he's not just the destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game, quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Well, this formation was traditionally considered a bit defensive, but now very much back in vogue due to some pretty well-known proponents, Jim.
Yeah, the 3-5-2 has been used by some of the biggest and most successful teams around, Peter. You know, one of its key strengths is the fact that it's well suited to playing out from the back. And I think you'd have to have a look at the wing-backs in that manner, because they can get forward with ease. And you can create overloads because you're not going to get teams pressing defenders in 3s and 4s. So if you've got centre-backs too that are capable on the ball, this system is a great fit.
So we're up and running.
And he's picked it up out wide.
Out towards the flank. That's a goal kick.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Marcos Antonio.
Aimed in towards the centre.
Ochoa claims it without any fuss. Stood up well to him there.
Out to the left it goes.
He's found a way through. Oh, he's played it in low.
Now it's Inzaghi. It's a really well-measured ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Cleared away.
That's a decent clearance.
It's a loose ball.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative.
And the shot! That's another chance!
Well, it's been a very attacking start here. It's looking good for them if they can maintain what we've seen.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Crossed in once. Oh, what a climb!
Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Now, has he got the beating of his marker here?
Still goalless at the moment.
Got to stand firm and defend it. Now, what about a counter-attack? Aimed beyond the defence. Now the cross. Decent chance! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Camisa 22.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
That's going to go a long way. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from it.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Cedric Suarez, and he's been shifted off it. Inzaghi, Rooney, and he shoots! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's great industry from the front line there. A lot of chasing, a lot of pressure, and they forced the error.
.15 minutes till half-time. And it's Inzaghi. Tries to thread one through. It's a promising position. Has crossed into the terrific header. Oh, the ball's run loose here. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Vieira. Van Nistelrooy. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And he's gone looking for safety. 1-0 here, just before the break, and it looks as though it's going to stay that way for now. Antonio. And it's Luis Gustavo. And it's Suarez. Vieira did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Back towards the middle. Luis Gustavo. Spread out to the left. Koundé promptly onto that. And that is that. Now it's Rooney. Park Ji-sung. Now it's Park Ji-sung. Antonio. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
Teremos minuto de acréscimo.
It's a good ball out wide. Park Ji-sung. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's half-time here. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another and we know it's an awful long way back.
Milan go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. Here we go again then. Milan carrying a one-goal lead. And it's Suarez. Luis Gustavo. Antonio. Yeah, can see things, others simply cannot. Shifted it to the flank. Pass is just off target. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Antonio. Very nicely done. Tomori. Rooney. Now it's Park Ji-sung. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Played out to the right. Cedric Suarez. Just coming up to the hour mark, and it's still 1-0. And that should get the job done. Marcos Antonio. Played out to the left flank. No way through, so back it comes. Oh, this looks sharp.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Park Ji-sung. Wilshere. And here's Inzaghi. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Antonio. Over to the other side.
Good ball, that too.
It's a searching pass. Wilshere. That's Vieira. Over to the left. Milan disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Well, there's the clearance. Park Ji-sung.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Takes a shot! Sticks it away! And surely that clinches it! There really is no way back now! His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. Killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's come to nothing. Cleared without complication. That's a smartly directed ball. So what can they make of this? He's making a real surge on the left. Just eases him off the ball. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
That is ended up in no man's land. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Inzaghi. The final 5 minutes.
Park Ji-sung.
And this is Park Ji-sung.
Big header! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff.
Gol marcado para o Milan. Aos 42
Great corner,
minutos do
and he
segundo
did the
tempo,
rest.
o jogador
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Three 0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And it's Suarez.
In with the challenge. Marcos Antonio.
Oh, nice touch.
In towards the back stick.
foram
Nice and easy for the
indicados 2
goalkeeper.
minutos de acréscimo.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple.
Lookman.
And that's that. Milan, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick, and such fun. You really would fear for anyone playing up against them right now.
Rooney taking in the accolades, having been named man of the match, and deservedly so. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
We all know what Xavi's game is about, Peter, but that doesn't help when it comes to trying to stop him.
Extraordinary, really, because he's never had to rely on pace or on strength.
No, his game is all about finding and exploiting space and knowing the landscape around him, and he's just brilliant at creating goals and scoring them.
Yeah, he just seems to have all the time in the world on the ball.
And that gets things running. And it's Van Nistelrooy. And he's searching through. Jorginho. Now Lino. No, he refuses to take the bait. Emerson Royale. No, it's come to nothing. Xavi. Oh, there's a probing ball. Maradona. Nicely spread. He's in plenty of space here. And a chance! It's in!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Flamengo finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Now that looks a decent ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Good ball, good take. Goes for a shot! Xavi. Rooney. Played out to the left flank. Neymar going face-to-face with his great rival. He's got away. No, he wasn't being taken in by that trickery. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. And it's Emerson Royale.
That was lovely, that.
Fiore. And it's Neymar. For Xavi. Neymar. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Emerson. Short changes him with that pass.
Oh, really well played.
And here's Maradona.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, this looks sharp. Lino. And he was quick to react. And here's Van Nistelrooy. It's a promising position. Fired deep. Climbs up big! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Played out to the right. Xavi. And it's Rooney. Vieira conjures time and space where few can. Fiore. Aimed beyond the defence. Oh, shooting chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Again, in a trice, and they are soaring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
"3-0 and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch. That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And he's picked it up out wide. Crosses it in, he gets big! Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. Jorginho. And it's been shipped out wide. Emerson. Looking for options for movement. Xavi. And Rooney. Out to the left it goes. Oh, outsmarting him this time. Now it's Luis Araujo. That's been cut out, well played. Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. And here's Neymar. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Emerson. Jorginho. And it's Jorginho. It's a really well-measured ball. Quality ball. Dink through. Oh, super ball. Luis Araujo.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Turns back here, probably the best option. Oh, easy pickings there. And it's been played through. Oh, no joy this time. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, I don't think many people saw this coming ahead of kick-off.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Milan very much in control here, 3 up and cruising. And we're off again. Lino knocks it into space. Jorginho, can he get it through? Lino receives it in a wide position. Nice control. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Well, good play on the left-hand side here. Now it's Rooney. Neymar. Van Nistelrooy. Rooney gets flagged offside. Jorginho. Luis Araujo. And it's Emerson Royal. Now it's Luis Araujo. Vieira gets it clear. That'll be a throw-in. Well, already game, set and match, or so it feels. Played into space out wide. Emerson Royal. Defending was strong and firm. And it's Maradona. And here's Rooney. Now it's Maradona.
There's no respite if you're being chased down like this.
Emerson. Costa Curta did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Maradona. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Hernandez. It's a smartly directed ball. It's a goal kick. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
Jorginho. Spread out to the left. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Costa Curta. Here's Vieira. And it's Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Maradona. Tries to play it, shoots! Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Cambio di giocatori.
Couple of changes then in quick succession. Jorginho. Great vision. Now it's Everton.
Can he get on the end of this? Gets the shot away! And the shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? In he goes again! Xavi gets rid without sophistication. He's found a way through. Maradona. Great chance! It's there! Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
It's become a case of men against boys. Jorginho. That's tidy. Oh, he's found support out wide. Van Nistelrooy is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Maradona, well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He's a sharp little ball here. Now it's Luis Araujo. Oh, that's neat. Incoming delivery. That has been... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Rooney. Oh, they can break here. Now it's Maradona. And here's Rooney. And this is Neymar. All comes in.
Well, we've seen much better choices than that. That always looked like the wrong one.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. Everton. Lino. To Jorginho. Oh, can he get onto this?
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
And this is Van Nistelrooy, and he's certainly onside here. And the referee brings it to a close. Milan really have hit the heights. A tour de force that has left their opponents reeling, and that is what tends to happen when they do their thing. Fiore picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly. and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.